And the lady in the jail is? Are you Miss Davenport or Miss Beisner?
Davenport.
Okay. We're on the record in 2023 CR 68, State of Kansas versus Morgan McKay Davenport, state appearing by and through Assistant County Attorney Jill Gillette.
County attorney, not assistant judge.
County Attorney, excuse me, County Attorney Jill Gillette. The defendant appearing in person and pro se from the Greenwood County Jail. All right, I think I've got my computer cooperating. Miss Morgan Davenport, you are here on first appearance. Count one, you are accused of the felony charge possession of opium, narcotic, and the drug specifically charged is methamphetamine and or MDMA. This is a level 5 drug felony. Depending on your criminal history, if you were to be convicted and sentenced, your sentence would be anywhere from 10 to 42 months in prison, and your fine could be up to $100,000. In count 2, you are accused of unlawful possession of the controlled substance marijuana and or THC, its active ingredient. With no prior convictions alleged for marijuana, this is a Class B non-person misdemeanor. If convicted, you could serve up to 6 months in the county jail where you are now, and you could pay a fine up to $1,000. In count 3, you're accused of unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. It is alleged that you had a butane lighter, various containers, a vape pen, and Ziploc baggie, all with the intent to use to either store, contain, conceal, inject, ingest, inhale, or otherwise introduce a controlled substance into the body. This also is a Class B non-person misdemeanor, which means you could serve another 6 months and pay another $1,000 fine. In count 4, you're accused of operating a motor vehicle with no proof of liability insurance, also a B non-person misdemeanor, but it has a minimum fine of $300 up to $1,000. And again, the sentence in jail could be up to 6 months. So at this point, Ms. Davenport, do you have any questions just about what the charges are or what their possible penalties are?
No, ma'am. I just was gonna see if I could get a bond reduction. This is my first time getting in any kind of trouble. It was my aunt's vehicle. I mean,
All right. Does that suggest that if there were drugs in it, it would belong to your aunt? Is that what you're suggesting, that you didn't know they were there and they were your aunt's? Okay, what's your aunt's name?
Selena Kerr.
Selena Kerr, K-E-R-R?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Was she in the car with you at the time?
No.
Okay. Well, all right. Let's first do a couple of other things and then come back to that. Let's find out if you're going to hire an attorney or if you need to apply for court appointed.
I was supposed to start a job actually tomorrow.
So have you been unemployed for a while?
No, ma'am. No, I've been employed. I was
When was the last time you worked?
a couple weeks ago.
And where was that?
Azura Health,
What kind of work did you do for Azura Health?
CNA.
And why did you leave that job?
My older sister passed away, and the way they handled it wasn't right.
All right, so you took a few weeks off and you've got, is it a job interview or you actually start the new job?
No, I was actually supposed to start the new job tomorrow.
And where is it?
Rolling Hills, it's in Wichita.
Is that a country club?
No, ma'am, it's a nursing home.
It's a nursing home too, okay. And you'll do CNA work there?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you know what your monthly pay will be?
16 hourly,
And are you married or single?
single.
Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
How many?
3.
Do you get child support for any of these 3?
No, ma'am.
Do you pay rent or a mortgage?
Rent,
What do you pay per month for rent?
$650.
And do you pay utilities on top of that?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you pay in utilities?
Maybe 400 altogether.
All right, I'm going to appoint an attorney. You'll need to call back here later in the week and talk to Missy, my assistant, to find out who your attorney is, and then call that attorney and work with that attorney concerning your defense on these cases. You're going to get a hearing date. Missy, when's your next hearing date?
June 9th at 1:30.
You'll need to be back here with your attorney on Zoom, June 9th at 1:30. And then that leaves us with the issue of your bond. We're back to that. What is your scheduled bond at this time? Is it 15?
It's 12,000.
12,000?
12,500, Judge.
12,500?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and where did you tell me you live? What town?
Leon,
How long have you lived in Leon?
over a year now.
What brought you to Leon?
My brother, he was my neighbor,
What's your brother's name?
David Davenport.
Did you guys grow up in Leon, or how did you find Leon?
No, I grew up in El Dorado. I like the quiet out there.
You live inside the city or out in the country?
I live right on the edge of the town, right by
Okay.
the bus barn.
Okay, I know exactly where that is. And your brother's still there?
No, they actually just moved to El Dorado, but they're not far from me.
Where do your folks live if they're still around?
My folks, my mom lives in Towanda.
Okay. What's her name?
Mary Sparks.
Mary Sparks, okay. All right, anything from the state concerning the bond?
Judge, Miss Davenport does live in the area. Her criminal history does match, except for she did have a diversion for MIC when she was a juvenile. I don't know that she realizes I can see those. She cooperated with the officers at the scene of her stop. I do not believe that she's a flight risk. And I hope that she shows up for her hearing on the 9th of June. So I don't have an opposition to lowering her bond or giving her an OR bond, because I do not believe that she's going to run off, and she's been honest in what she's told you.
All right, I am not going to give you an OR bond because I think these charges are serious enough that they warrant some surety, but I will reduce it to 5,000 cash or surety. So you can either put the 5,000 up yourself, or you can give the bondsman 500 and he can be responsible if you don't show up. Any questions? Okay, you may go, Ms. Davenport. Make sure you call your attorney before that court date.